each one of these, if you place it on the ground, creates a new tree, and that will turn into one of its bushes in a few days' time. Let's just have a look. You have a sprint button, which is useful, but the only problem if you're not in peaceful mode, it saps your energy. That was a squid. If you also push a sprint underwater, you can sprint. But again, if you're not in peaceful, this has a cost on your energy resource. I can already see the sheep up there, so that's what I'm aiming at the moment. So I'm going to first thing I'm going to do is open up the inventory. I'm going to put one of these logs here, and that gives me the option to make spruce planks. So I'm going to push the inventory button to push them out, and I'm going to get one. Use the placing tool to put one of each of these little blocks in the box here to create a crafting table. Select the crafting table from the menu and push the place button, and then push the open inventory to craft again. Take one of these blocks, put it on one of the logs, put on the crafting table anywhere, and again you get the spruce planks. Push select the inventory button to move it, and then you're going to repeat that process. So put this in, but now click on it with your place button, it splits it in half, and then the action button to place on the deck. This allows you to get into this menu where you can create a stick. Go push the action button once, so I've got 4 logs, and I'm going to take the spruce out. Repeat the first process again. So we got the logs, and I didn't mean to do that, but it's me normally. And we're going to create a sword. So one here by pushing the place button, and another one here, and then we're going to get a single stick, and place it here. This now creates us a sword. Swords are useful in defending ourselves. I've now got about a minute, so I need to just press on and do this. So get the sword. Unfortunately, it means killing a sheep. This takes about 3 hits, or 2 hits even. There's one. Two. There is a third one somewhere here, I'm sure of it. I hope. I'm assuming there isn't. Okay. In survival mode, you want to avoid these little guys here at night time. They will attack. But if you're in peaceful, they can be useful because they're attacking chickens and sheep, and they'll leave the wall behind. Okay. So at this point in time, creatures of the night will be appearing. So you want to do this as quickly as you can. Again, open up the inventory, place 3 wood blocks here, and 3 wood across the top of the same colour, and you create a bed. Place, and then push the place button, and that allows you to sleep. And if you've done it right, you've avoided most of the monsters, but you've also created a new respawn point. So this will take you either to this bed here, or if there's monsters nearby, it will take you to the original spawn point, which in this case was over there originally. So that's your original spawn point. A good thing to make note of now, I don't remember how I get console up on this. No. Okay, I can't get up. Okay, what have I done? Oh, okay, that's crouch. Sorry, I didn't think I actually put crouch in the game. In the control bindings, you can turn things on and off. I thought I actually turned off crouch, but obviously I didn't. So you can crouch down. In this case, it's R3. It allows me to crouch, but you don't have to have it. So I'm going back into play. Right, what was I doing? So yeah, this is how you make a bed. So you put down 3 of the same colour wool and 3 wooden 3 wooden planks, and that makes a bed. Let's get into a little bit more advanced mining. So to begin with, you're going to end up with wood, and whilst it's not great, it's usable. So to create the different tools, if you want to create an axe, it's 3 across like that. If you want to create a pickaxe, it's like that. If you want to create a trowel, a hoe, sorry, it's like that. If you want to make a spade, it's that. A spade's very useful if you're going to make a boat, which I'm going to make anyway. Different versions, it has different purposes, but in this version, which is the console and the pocket edition, in order to make a boat you need an oar, and in this case it's a spade. So we're going to make a boat like that. So 5 blocks with a spade in the centre, but you can make different things with block orientation. So in this case, you want a bowl, it's 3 like this. So this provides us a wooden bowl. Whoops. You do different things and they do different functions, but for now I'm going to make an axe with a wooden axe. The reason I want to make a wooden axe is speed and time. So I'm going to be digging through the sand to begin with. As soon as I hit stone, I want to be crafting it, and I want to really get through as much as I can as fast as possible. But what we're going to do is just over here, we've got this lovely little bit of rock here. I think that would actually make a nice little compound for us to begin with. So I'll start here pummeling like this. There's a sandstone. To begin with, that's not that useful, but it's something. It's a nice sturdy structure to build upon. I don't actually need a spade at this moment, so I'm gonna try. There we go, that's what I'm after. So you've got different materials that look the same. So in this case, this is stone. So I want to carve these out and get that. There we go. Always be mindful if you're tunneling under sand, gravel, and loose pack items, they will collapse. Probably should have said that to begin with. There we go. So let's just go and craft a new pickaxe. This one's going to be made out of stone. So again, like before, like the wooden block, at this stage you can make a stone shovel, you can make a stone trowel, you can make a stone axe, a stone pickaxe, and then the next stage above that you can make it out of iron, you can make it out of gold, and you can make it out of diamond. And if you want to create a better quality sword, again, simply replace it with 2 blocks of stone iron, gold, diamond, and you're basically creating that way. But for now I'm going to create a stone pickaxe. So this is going to replace our wooden one, and I'm going to create a little chest as well. So to create a chest, you want to get the logs you've created, planks you've created, and go 8 of them to make a small chest, or double it up to create 2 chests, which become a big one. You do have a third type of chest, which is you have a second type of chest, which is a trap chest, and you also have what's called an enderstone chest, which is a porting chest. I don't have resources to do that, but it's worth using. So in this case, it's these 2 chests have become 1. If you put another chest here, it won't go into 2. You have to always, what you used to have a gap between the chests. I tend to orientate them or have something else like a furnace or crafting table or mat table or any number of other functions. But let's get back to this. So where we are at the moment, that's flooding, so I'm just gonna do a little bit more crafting. It's not crafting, tunneling out. Go. That's okay. And let's make some. So I'm just going to make a nice little beginning here. I like the old cut sandstone. So there we go. So cut sandstone. Can't even pronounce it. Too dry mouth. Right. And I'm using the place to place the cut sandstone. That was a mistake. Never mind. One there. Okay, so let's get into health bar and food and life. So I'm going to use a little highlight bar to show what I'm referring to. So currently above this scrolling bar I'm moving at the moment, you've got these little that green bar. That's your progression of skill. So the points you're gaining, build up that bar from left to right. When it's full up, you get a point, and that's your score. So the more time you play, the more things you do, the higher your score. So it might be fishing, it might be mining, it might be finding a new resource. So in this case, let's see if I can trigger one. Use up this wooden one for now. Oh, okay, there's a new material. We haven't mined yet, so we might get a point there. No, but we will for crafting. So I'm just gonna get this one, which is granite, and we can make polished granite from this. So again, like we're doing with sandstone, that I thought I'd get a point for that. I'm wrong. So yeah, you can basically, that green bar indicates our point value. So the more we get, when it fills a bar, we get essentially a score of 1, and so on and so forth as we progress. Above here, where we've got what looks like a drumstick, is our food level. So as it goes down from the right here to the left indicate will go down to a half bar, and this is basically how hungry we are. And in order to sustain our life, which is here on the left hand side, we need to have as full a pack as possible. So we need to have a full bar of food here to indicate we're actually able to regenerate our life. So I'm just going to jump in the water here and sit waiting. Now just above us here is these blue markers. This is the air value. so how much air we have in our lungs before we start to die. But in a second we're going to run out of air deliberately, so you can see the hearts breaking down. You can see here they count down until half and then you die. And with food they start going up like this. As I'm in peaceful, it naturally comes up without any problems. So let's put some stuff away. Save that there. Going to so getting back to mining, you've got different materials you can find. I'm gonna have a quick dig through here, see if I can find some interesting materials. I might even find coal, as well as different minerals to use, and some of them are dyes as well. So sorry it's a bit boring, probably should have done this tomorrow morning. Different materials also, like the different types of axes, have different speeds and different efficiencies. Now I can see already what we have here is gravel. So if you... no, it's not. It's the other material. You can tell very quickly. If it doesn't, you should... if it's gravel, you should have gone through by now. If it's gravel, it's not. So it's... I forget what it's called, andesite. So like the granite, you can craft the andesite to a polished andesite, and you can use it like stone to actually build with. Now, you've got other materials which are quartz, which you can find in the Nether, which I know may have gone to already. I have some tricks on how to make a Nether portal very easily. For the time being, I'm not too worried about creatures. When I'm in normal survival mode, you really do want to keep an eye behind you, even in the daytime, even with candlelight, because they will attack you. Common ones are creepers, which, as by the name, will come up and creep up behind you and go kabooey behind you. For me, that's a little bit of a shock. I don't like it. So when I'm in a creating mode, I don't want to deal with creepers. Oh, we got travelling salesman. I think this might be unique to the PS4 version, but he's a salesperson. So this is a trader. He will turn up nearby where you've created home and offer trade. So I'm just going to push the place button and we open up his inventory here. So we've got different materials for different costs. So in this case we can buy a lily pad from him for 1 emerald. Emerald's this little very light green shaped object. You can mine these. If you dig them through mines, you will come across them as an ore. You can get a glowstone for 2 emeralds. You can get a cactus for 3 of them. For 3 of them again, you can get a bubble coral block, which actually might be useful. I haven't really gone much into the aquatic part of the game since this is a newer update for me. You can get seeds for 1 emerald, which isn't worth it, and you can also get a bucket of pufferfish, which could be worth it if only for the iron bucket. But for now, I don't have a need for any of those, so I'm going to pass on that. That's it. So let's have a look, see if I can find... that's what I'm after. I hope that's what I'm after. What should I say? Right, I think this is the gravel. That looks, yeah, that's gravel. So gravel's interesting as well. So it behaves like sand. It can't be double stacked like sand can to make like sandstones and the like. But it can actually be made. You can use it to create coarse dirt. So combining gravel with dirt, you can create coarse dirt. Oh, that's interesting as well. Let me just... if I do. Alright, so this is an interesting mineral to get hold of, which is coal. You can go. And, yeah, thank you. There we go. Have you finished? Good. Alright, so I've shown you so that's gravel, but this lovely mineral here is coal. Now, coal has different uses. It's usable as a fuel. You can turn it into torches very easily using a coal and a wooden stick. Go into wooden sticks in a short bit. They're the same ones we've been using to create the handles for the pickaxe and other bits and pieces. But you can actually use bamboo to create the sticks as well, and you can also find them in deserts. So after we do this, I'm going to shoot off for a quick explore, see if I can find some other resources. But after we've got some more gold. I hope this video isn't too boring. A good rule of thumb, by the way, when mining, you don't want to literally do something like this. Dig again, all the way down, straight down. The reason why is you can find lava pockets, and if you find the lava pocket, you die. Your character will lose all the belongings, and it's just a pain. So if you've been crafting for a while, you'll lose everything. I'm going to part of it. I can't see. Sorry, my eyes are bad today. So, right. A good trick for getting out of places, if you've got resources, push X to jump. So this is the jump key I'm using on PS4. Wondering what that key was for. That's also the action button as well. Sort of the execute button. But if you push the jump and push the place, you can actually rise up on the blocks you're placing. We're just going to get a little bit more gravel. And escape in just 2 seconds. That's a bit alright. So we've got some interesting resources now. Have I? No, I haven't. I haven't clicked myself. So I'm going to head off over here if I've got time. Yes, I've got time. So I'll show you how we make a wooden stick in a minute. I'm just going to see if I can get some extra resources. I'm also going to get some clay. Clay is useful because you can fire clay, which is this grey material here. So you should be able to pump it very easily. There we go. Have I got any more nearby? That's a shame. So clay is basically, you can turn it into bricks. You can also fire it. In order to get bricks, you have to fire it. So I'm making no sense. we've got an inventory. I'm just going to shoot on from here. Oh, yeah, not got long. So let's start running. A couple of things which are worth noting now, but useful for later. In the game, you've got different types of wood. So if they have different colours, different properties, different design choices and design quirks for the materials you're making, but also conditions, where you're going to, where you're staying, where you're putting your bed. If it's in cold climates where you've got snow falling and you've got ice forming, you need to replenish the food you have fully before you can stay in those places. If you can't, move on, because you will die. You won't be able to sleep, and when you try and sleep, what will happen is you'll wake up and you'll die. I've done that a couple of times, and you learn from that mistake. So these are plains where you might not quite plain, but it's kind of place you'll find horses, you'll find donkeys, you'll find cows, you'll find pigs, and you'll find sheep. I'm kind of thinking might be something up here, so I'm going to have a quick dash up there. Hopefully not die in the process. Another useful resource of flowers. Flowers allow you to dye fabric, so if you want, like say, a blue bed, you can get the blue flowers and actually create a blue bed. And there's some sheep spawned in, and some pigs. So this is a low valley area. It's not great, but it's useful. See if there's anything further over this way. What I'm looking for is a desert off in the distance. Oh, there's more valley. Oh, let's go that way. It's always worth being careful when going at night. Even if you are in peaceful, you want to basically keep an eye out for certain traits. A good trait to look out for is if you see a strange warming glow. It could be a village. It could also be lava. Also, when it gets dark, you can miss things like crevasses, which, if you survive, you could be stuck there and in a situation where you have to fend off mobs with low health after injury. In case you're wondering, I have a problem with my internal monologue. That looks like desert. So up on that peak, you really don't want to spend the night, because you're going to run out of energy fast. Let's go there. I do. Just don't want to end up in there. That's not really a crevasse, but it's could lead to one. Oh, there we go. Come on, up there. Thank you. Oh, some llamas. Hello, llama. Hi, llama. Some sandy ones off just to the left over there. Let's try that way. So as I say, if you've got less than sort of full food on board, you don't want to be saving up here. But if you want to get some snowballs and ice, you're going to want to use a shovel. So I'm just going to create one. Sorry, it's not the best video tutorial. It's quite a bit boring. I would edit it right down, but I'd rather do it unrestricted. So by using the shovel, you can get snowballs. Snowballs allow you to throw them, but if you get 4 of them together in the crafting, so we've got 16 here, split it again, we can make a block of snow. If you want to create a snow golem, which is a defensive creature you can use in cold conditions, because you'll find in the main game, if you're using a PC, you want to use a pumpkin head, which is a carved pumpkin head with snow blocks, and that way you can actually create a snow golem. Pack those away. And like regular snow, it fills up your inventory very quickly and isn't easily able to be got rid of unless you leave it out in the sun in a warm area. Unless you're Olaf, then you're protected. Here he likes the summer a lot. And by using the place button you can throw the snowballs and they become weapons. Alright. Some more planes. Maybe we'll get to a desert biome in a minute. Otherwise I'll switch to another account and show you one of those in a moment. That's just a beach in it, isn't it? No, they're just islands, right. As you can see down below me actually is some lava. So you want to try and avoid it, and also it's fire as well. If you hit the lava, and you will lose all your stuff very quickly if you die in lava, because it will just get burned up. It's a great way of disposing of stuff, but it's also as well as a resource. So if you want to create an ender gate, you can actually get a bucket and actually create a form and actually use the lava to create a gate, not an ender gate, a nether portal gate. But you can also collect it to use in furnaces as fuel. I use it for that purpose, and you can also make specialty machinery, which are cobblestone generators, which basically every time you pull the action it creates cobblestones, which is very, very useful in this game. Being a bit perilous. Oh yeah, I better show you what these are like. You get some poppies. A good rule of thumb, if you want to get seeds, if you're just getting wheat, then what you want to do is you just want to go through the grass and pump. You can see I got some seeds almost immediately there. So the seeds come up basically from cutting down the grass here. So we've got some seeds there, and you can actually plant these. There's a mushroom in it. Yeah. What was that? No, there was nothing I saw. Okay, so a good thing also to collect when you're going around are these lily pads. Get with the action, push it, and that will break it from the surface tension. Lily pads have some interesting properties. One of them is you can actually build upon it. You can use it as support. It puts, when you're building on it, it stacks one higher. So instead of on the lily pad, it sits usually one above. I've had it glitch a couple of times, so it hasn't always been that case, but it's usually about height. Just throw something. I don't know. We got some more clay, which I'm just harvesting here. In a bit, what I do is I'll do some more mining. I'm looking for a desert biome. If I can't find one soon, I'll do some more crafting. Okay, get out the water. So again, different type of wood in a different biome. There's an interesting biome which is a mushroom biome. I haven't seen on the console version, but it's basically, you see lots of mushrooms and the soil is sort of a grey-brown, a bit like this wood but a bit more greyer. More like coarse sand, coarse earth, but it basically, it's normal soil but it has different properties. One of the properties is you can, if you spawn onto it, if you put your base there, the creatures of the night, like the creepers, spiders, skeletons, zombies, don't spawn on it, which is very, very useful. Make some mushroom soup, I think, as well, whilst I'm at it. So this is a mushroom. You find these in the you find them through the game in different places, usually in the dark forest, like where I'm at the moment, so where it's really dark. In some structures which you'll find, there's like palatial palaces and so on, have usually got like dark rooms where mushrooms grow, and you can grow them inside your own buildings. Oh, I missed my building. I should build it again. As a game I was playing with a friend of mine, and he can play, so I started building more and more diverse structure. Unfortunately, the save I had became corrupted, so I got later ones where it was modified, but not the one with all the little unique twists in it, which is annoying to me. But there's not much you can do about it. It's when we're going this way. So, wow, please don't be that far away. Oh dear, please have a sand biome. The only problem with the console version is it's a limited size structure, so it's 6.5 million blocks in each direction. Sorry, 6.5 million blocks in total you have to play with. So this whole world exists in 6.5 million blocks. Sorry, 26.5 million blocks. Did the maths the other day. I think I remember that. Right. Nope. War forest. Check there. War forest. Time for some crafting, I guess. Right. Yeah. I'm kind of drawn to that platform there, actually. I don't. So anyway, so let's get back in crafting. So we can get the poppy here, and it turns into a dye. So in this case, this is red dye, and a little sketch on how this works, but it should still be the same. Where it is. So you can put a dye with wool, and it dyes the wool the colour you want. So that's how dyes work. So if you want a white dye, put this here. Yep, that's the one I want. And again, the red wool. Add white. Oh, sorry, it's not white, it's grey, and you get grey wool. Anyway, that's how that works. I'm a little unsure white's back, but there we go. And blues, yellows accordingly. Why is it white? I got a project I want to be doing, which is creating a little book with these guides, because so many guides just don't have anything useful. They're really basic stuff, but they don't actually give you the rest of the insight. They just give you a very basic overview. So I'm going to create a second bed. These are horses, by the way. You can tame them. I'm not going to. I'm still looking for a desert biome. I've got a feeling there's not going to be one in this particular world. On the consoles, it's limited. You have different biomes, you have different worlds, but they tend to have a cluster of similar biomes on them. Sometimes, so you'll come across one which has lots and lots of desert, and other ones which don't. Which is a shame. Yeah, more plains, but no desert. It could be behind me now, in all fairness. Some more horses. I've not seen a village yet, which is also annoying. But I do see a pumpkin, which would be useful. So pumpkins are very useful because you can, yes, they're resource. You can grow these, but you can also carve them unless you turn them into waterproof lights. Underwater, I'm gonna okay, so what I'm doing a second, some interesting tops to those buildings over there, those hills. No, I thought I'd come across a village at least by now. That's a shame. Yeah, so difference between consoles and the PC version. PC version is almost unlimited. You've got so much distance you can travel. There's characteristics you come across. I think I've found it. Yeah, okay, it's a tower. Fighting tower. I accept that, that's doable. see what that is first of all. So I think that's a tree. Okay, that's a tree. What's that? So that's just a tree. So, no, that is a tree. Wait. Yeah, but I didn't write about it in the end, did I? Damn. So we're gonna go towards the tower. I saw a minute ago. So these are like fighting training towers. I don't know what they are. This is something newer, in newer versions I haven't come across. But I found them very useful as a home base, and there's a village next door to it, which is awesome. So just over here is a village. You've got different styles of village now in the game. A particular favourite is Nordic village, which you'll find in winter conditions. So you have to build yourself a fire pit and go that way. That would have been bad. But also got these towers. I don't really know what they are and haven't really found out. But you have different ones on the different maps. Oh no, that one's just on fire. That would explain it. Okay. Oh, that would be why it's on fire. And I'm not going to get up there in time. Never mind. Not worth the hassle. Okay, so yeah, this is a Nordic village. So you've got different types. You've got some places which are wooden, some which are brick and wood, some which are more extreme brick. I'm gonna use this as a home base for now. And a good opportunity stop. Oh, there's a creeper. Someone's asleep. A good thing to note is villagers will steal your bed if you're not careful. They will grab it and sleep there, which can be a bit annoying, especially at night. So there we go. Let's go and transfer stuff across and go through a few more crafting recipes for you to end the video. Don't know how long I've been at this, which is not a good sign. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a torch. That's very simple. Put coal on top of the sticks and you have torches. You can make a coal block if you want, which is, I don't think it's 4. Is it 4? No, it's 9. Which is 9 blocks. That makes a coal block. So it's for easier stacking, and to break down the coal block you do it in reverse. Next thing is we're going to create a furnace. Some of that. One of those. That's it. So the first thing we're going to do is create a little furnace. It's 9 blocks to make a furnace. What this allows you to use is various different materials to craft with. You can also here, if you put stacks of 3, you can turn sandstone, polished sandstone into slabs. You can also create double slabs and walls and different things. So this is a wall now. I didn't know that's what it was. What happens if I put 9 of these here? Nothing. So yeah. So using blocks now, that way creates walls. Sure, it is a different way for a wall before. It was a different wall. No, it wasn't. I'm just thinking dumb. Oh no, it was always a wall that way. No, it's different. It has changed. But so normal wall is this. Okay, so it's changed for wooden walls. Okay. Oh, to create a gate, you put something else in the centre here, and I can't remember. I think it's for wooden sticks. I'm not sure. Right, so that can go away. Let's go into the furnace. So we're going to do one of these. I can either use coal or I can use wood. They have very similar properties. They basically allow me to craft. So we're just waiting for that to happen. Next thing I'm going to do is show you how to make charcoal. So again, you put a solid block, a log on the fire, and it crafts it into charcoal. Again, you can use that to light up. You can use it to make torches, but you can also use it as a fuel as well. So it's crafting away. So if you can't find coal, you can actually use charcoal instead. I'll take that out. I'm going to. Go. So again, we're going to make a little torch using a stick, and we're going to throw charcoal on top, and that's our torch. Next thing, yes, we want to put that away. I can't do anything with that right now. So to make, so this is a brick. We've got different options, so we can make. Oh, that doesn't work anymore. Okay, cool. So to make bricks, you put 4 little bricks, and it makes a bricks block, which you can use a crafting. I'm sure there's another recipe. I can't recall what it is. No. That's why I think we need a new, an actual guide. There we go. So we just literally hit 7 points now. So if you look at the bottom where our score is, just above a box, and our box is through, we just this second clicked a new point from 6 to 7. So we'll do that, and no, I need that. Yeah, okay. So first things first, let's make a soup bowl. So get a bowl. And we'll put mushroom in it. That's it? No? No? Oh, I have no idea. Right. Okay, I give up. No idea anymore. So I'm just going to very briefly make a hoe, show you how you use that. So if you want to plant, say, some crops, you can actually use a hoe to grape. So by using the place button, you cultivate the ground, and by placing place again, you plant the seeds. Over the next couple of days, that will start to grow into crops. You've got various different ones. These ones turn into wheat, which can actually be stacked in piles like this. And this is what the wheat looks like after it's grown up. And it should give you more seed to basically grow more. You have a few different things. You have pumpkin, you've got watermelon, you've got beetroot. Beetroot is a dye, but you get seeds with it. You get carrot, which you can eat raw and plant. You've got potato. Besides poison potatoes, potatoes are very useful because you can actually create a jacket potato with them by putting them in the oven. You can get mutton from sheep, you can get pork from pigs, and you can get beef from cows. If you have them raw like this, you can get sick, but it doesn't give you that much energy. If you cook it, you get a lot more food points for doing that. I'm going to stop this here because one, it's very late at night now, and two, I live with chronic pain, so I'm in a lot of pain at this minute in time. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.